Where's my water? What's up? What's up? What's up? Make sure we hit them likes. Oh, I got it.
Saks is for afternoon strolls.
Hold on, y'all. Yo, make sure we hit them likes. Make sure we hit them likes. We got to talk about it. Rev Raider, what's up? Raider Andy, what up? Scott, what up? I mean, I'm not talking back. Yo, we really 0-3 right now, yo. We really 0-3. You're the coach. What are your thoughts on this? I mean, bro. Ain't nobody blaming Carr. If somebody's blaming Carr after this game, like, they really don't know shit about football. There's no way. There's no way. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Season over. I mean, season not over, but 0-3 is just bad. I don't know what Sanji sees the O-line flags on big plays. The brother, hey, appreciate the super. I don't know, man. Yeah, Carr's fault. No, not at all. This one was rough, big dog, drop passes. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, so many drop passes. I mean, we're just not making the plays, man, that we need to make. Period. We're not making the plays that it takes to win NFL games, regardless of what side of the ball it's on. It seems like the defense struggled in the first half of the game. I mean, gave up a lot of points in the first half, but second half, I thought they made some adjustments. I thought the defense played well in the second half. They got some stops, turnovers. You know, I thought they did what they were supposed to do in the second half. I just don't understand some of the play calling on offense. I don't understand how many possessions we have without running the football. Like, it's just too much. David, appreciate the super. How's the YouTube echo chamber gonna blame Carr? I don't see anybody blaming Carr right now. I thought Carr made some big plays in that game, and I think that you know, if people don't see that, then they're never gonna see that. You know what I mean? But like I was saying, I think, like, even in that last drive, all right, 2 minutes, you get the ball back, and like, I know when we need to score, but like, I still would have been trying to run the ball at some point, because if they're gonna just spread the field and go 8 under, well, I'm just gonna pick up yards running the ball. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, with all that being said, I mean, the one pass in the first half to Waller where he tries to one-handed, I thought that should have been completed. I saw Devontae Adams not toe tap like he normally does. I mean, Waller dropped a touchdown right in his fucking hands. Like, Derek Carr's job is to give the receivers a chance to make plays, and he did that. Derek Carr did that the entire game. The only interception he has should have been a touchdown. Raider Andy, facts, the effort was not there, especially for being 0-2. Especially for being 0-2. Yeah, we just playing with no fire, bro. We just playing with no fire. We're just playing with no fire right now. Carr played great, so many drops and holds. I mean, I'm not gonna say Carr played great, but I thought Carr played well enough to give us a chance to win. I mean, that's just a fact. Like, nobody can really argue that. But, I mean, Darren Waller, like, what the hell, man? What the hell? Logan said, what's good, bro? Didn't see the game, obviously, but damn, 0-3, what happened in a nutshell? I mean, look, the Raiders didn't make the plays they needed to make. I mean, I saw 2 touchdowns dropped. Play calling was still suspicious, man. Still just not what you want to see in a team that's down, and a team that's 0-2 right now. We're now 0-3. It just seems like, even in the first half of the game, Carr still doesn't look very comfortable in McDaniels' offense. Like, it seems like Carr's trying to throw the ball to who McDaniels wants him to throw the ball to instead of who's open. Like, what should we be doing here? But Darren Waller looks like shit, man. Like, I mean, look, if we're going to hold Josh McDaniels accountable, we got to hold Darren Waller accountable. Darren Waller looks like shit right now. And make sure y'all hit them likes, yo. Like, Darren Waller does not look good. I don't think our defense looked pathetic, because pathetic would have meant they went 4 quarters looking like shit. And I thought they played well in the second half. I think the defense played well in the second half. well enough to give us plenty of opportunities. I don't think they scored in the second half. So Carr is not taking charge. I don't want to hear any Derek Carr slander. I don't want. This is not the game to do that. We let y'all get that shit off the first game. We even let y'all get it off the second game, even though we blew a 20-point lead. Christian, appreciate the super. Raiders suck. DC is top 10. I mean, I don't know where I would rank DC right now. I haven't really watched a lot of football this season outside of the Raiders. But at the end of the day, it's like this is not the game where you talk about Derek Carr. And if you do, you gotta like go eat a dick. Like something's wrong with you. Like this game is not on Derek Carr. All right, how long is it taking Josh McDaniels to get the fucking play call in? Right, every play it seems like we're running out of time. Every single play. Like this is not the game to be making it about Derek Carr. It's just not. We went to hold on. 818 Raider, appreciate the super. Bring back Rich Bisaccia. Daniels is a bum. Dolphins are the better hype team of the season. They hyped us up so much. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about the hype. I don't know about the Dolphins. At the end of the day, though, we made the playoffs with a fucking special teams coordinator last year. And this year, we pretty much added Devontae to the situation, and it doesn't look better. And no, I'm not pausing that. I'm not pausing that, Sebastian. If that was you that said pause. Ain't no pause. If you think this game is on Derek Carr, eat a dick. Like, there's no pause involved. Like, shit, I'm from fucking up top, but we created the pause. That's not a pause. How do we fix this, Honcho? Manish, appreciate the super. I don't know, man. I really don't know how to fix this. Michael, appreciate the super. Raiders don't have an identity on offense. I guess you could say that. Dane Bellinger says Derek Carr is trash, gets field goals, not TD passes. Did you not see a TD pass get dropped? Did you not see 2 touchdown passes get dropped? Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, you probably not even a fan. You just a motherfucker that likes to come in here and stir shit up. Like, what are we talking about? This man was down 2 possessions, scored again, 4th and 15, dropped a dime, back to back. Like, what are you talking about? And then threw the touchdown to bring us within 2 points. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Stop blaming coaches. The players are the ones executing wasted opportunities. Talk to somebody else, bro. Like, everybody gets blamed. What are you talking about? It's a team effort. Are you sitting here and say you're okay with what the coaches have done so far? That's your problem. Is y'all think just because somebody says that's like you cooking me food and the fries taste like shit and the nuggets taste like shit, and I say the nuggets taste like shit. You're like, oh, stop blaming the nuggets. The fries taste like shit. They both can taste like shit. Like, it doesn't have to be one thing or the other. Anthony, appreciate the super. I can see why Denver fired McDaniels as quick as they did. This guy is not a head coach in the NFL. I mean, I don't know. I made a video last week saying he had to prove that he can get it done as a head coach. A lot of people killed me for it. I don't think he's shown that he's got it done. I don't think he's shown that he has the chops for these game situations. Derek Carr looked better in the last 2 minutes of the game than he looked in the whole first half and third quarter. So it's something to be said there. Derek Carr's a lot more comfortable in that situation than Josh McDaniels. Raider Andy, I would have tossed it to Abdullah. Lowen had him just drop in the end zone. Bird's eye view for sure. No fire, no cohesion due to constant shifts probably. I mean, look, I can't deny that. I can't argue with that. Can't argue with that. This shit is it's just pathetic at this point. It's just pathetic at this point, man. Like, at the end of the day, like, and this is what I was saying as far as everybody looked at my video and thought I was saying Derek Carr's a proven winner, and it's not that. But Derek Carr has proved that when the situations go like that, he can play. Like, he's done it before with 6 different coaches. But Josh McDaniels has not proven that he can do that. He hasn't proven he can do that. The fact that this team has the talent they have and we're 0-3, then why are you still blaming the players all the time? Like, why are you blaming the players? If this is the same damn team we had last year that went to the playoffs with a goddamn special teams coordinator, how are you blaming the players when we're 0-3? That don't make no sense. Like, I don't understand that. And I said don't pay Wilder all this fucking money. Not saying that he won't live up to it. I'm not saying that. But you guys get caught in the moment. And Darren Waller has... Come on, man. Darren Waller, today was just not a day for Darren Waller, man. That's rough. That's rough. I'm not going to say this is 100% on McDaniels. It's not 100% on McDaniels because at the end of the day, we shouldn't have been down 24-10 at halftime. Like you got to give Patrick Graham some of that credit because they had 4 possessions and scored on 3 of them. touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Waller sucked today, man. Period. Waller sucked. And like I'm saying, I think this defense in the second half played well. I thought they played well in the second half. Make sure you hit them likes, yo. Second half, the defense woke up for sure. Last year, the defense killed us with constant blown leads. Well, I mean, they blew a lead this year, 20 points. The team lost, but McDaniels is the problem. I agree. How can you earn money for dropping a ball? Shit, I don't know, man. That was bad, too. Because that shit, not only did you drop the pass, it led to an interception. Like, that made it even worse. Chris, appreciate Super Honcho. Cook all these baby formula. Hey, I don't see nobody saying nothing crazy right now to me. O-line holding on crucial plays, yeah, but I still think the O-line did well enough. Look, at the end of the day, we just haven't put it all together yet. Like, we've played well in spurts on defense. We played well on offense in spurts, but we just haven't put it all together yet. And that's coaching, that's preparation. That's all of those things that we blame John Gruden for. But some people seem to think that it's the quarterback that is responsible for all those things. Like, Derek Carr moved in the pocket today. Derek Carr extended the play. Derek Carr drove the ball downfield. Derek Carr checked down when he had to. Derek Carr on fourth down repeatedly got first downs. Like, come on, man. Come on. Like, we got to stop, bro. We got to stop. Laney said too many drop balls kills us. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dirty Raider, appreciate you. Yo, salute, Honcho. This game showed me a lot. I see this team has the ability to be really good, but the play calling needs mad work. 83, want to be pretty. I mean, look, at the end of the day, like, I mean, the play calling is sus because the amount of possessions we have without running the ball once is just crazy to me. Just crazy to me. And you know what I mean? Like, I think you gotta look at Josh McDaniels and say that he is officially on the hot seat. You can't have all this type of talent and score 22 points in this game and 23 points in the last game and whatever they scored in the first game. This team has too much talent to not score points. And we're getting down the field. Two new systems that need time to mesh. I mean, you could say that. But say that, you know, every game. I mean, you had all offseason. I mean, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not disagreeing with you, but this is the NFL. NFL stands for not for long. You don't have a long time to figure this shit out. You get paid too much money. You get paid too much money to take 4 games to figure it out. Like, I don't understand. Like, it seems, this is what it seems like. It seems like when Derek Carr plays mediocre, everybody blames Derek Carr. When Derek Carr plays well and we lose, nobody knows who the fuck to blame, so then they seem confused. It's like, if you're not blaming Derek Carr, you don't know who to blame. Manesh, appreciate the super. We had a winning team last year. It needed continuity. Now I guess we will get top picks and start again. I mean, it's not over yet. And Manesh, I appreciate if you use smaller words. Continuity almost caught me off guard. Ahmed, appreciate the super. Max need to speak. This is the D unit. The defensive unit gets to slide every week. The defensive unit was terrible in the first. Just because they got better in the second half means very little to me. I agree. But at the end of the day, it's they played well enough in the second. The fact that we went down 24-10 in the first half and then they didn't give up any more points. Look, 24 points is not a lot of points in the NFL. It's not like they gave up 40 points. So as critical as I am of the defense, I thought they did well in the second half. It wasn't we didn't lose the game because of the defense. Even though they could have been better. Right? We lost this game because time and time again we failed to get the right looks on the field at the right time. I mean, Derek Carr is throwing the fucking Keelan Cole, whoever the fuck he is, and whoever the fuck wanted him to be on the team so bad, I don't know. But at the end of the day, that's not the guy you can expect to make plays. So what plays are we drawing up to where we're going 5 wide and he's the guy we're throwing it to? You know what I'm saying? So for me, the defense, even though they gave up a lot of points in the first half, the defense is not why we lost. In my opinion, we lost because we failed to get the right looks on the field at the right times. Period. And it's not because Derek Carr is missing wide open receivers, because Derek Carr played very well today. He played very well in the pocket. He didn't fold up. He ran for like 2 or 3 first downs this game. So at the end of the day, it's up to the coach to say, okay, we watch film. We know what they like to. We know that the Titans like to run man to man in the red zone. So why the fuck are we not running any rub routes? Like we're running. First of all, they're playing man to man, and you're spreading them out. That makes it easier to play man to man. They play man to man. I don't run some bunch formations. Bring those receivers closer together so now you can rub off the defenders and get open. They can run into each other. But instead, we're spreading the field out, putting 6 yards in between every receiver. It makes it easier to cover receivers when you have that much space in between. Come on now. Rick Glenn, appreciate the super. I feel McDaniels played a big part of this loss. Play calling was horrible. I agree. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying right now. Josh has 66 yards. Why do we stop feeding? Well, it's kind of hard to run the ball a lot when you're down 2 scores, but I think he should have got the ball more than he did. I mean, Derek Carr put the ball on a lot of people's hands today that dropped it. But like I was saying before, getting into the right looks is a big part of why we're not scoring in the red zone. Because like I said, when we get down into the red zone 20 and in, we know from film the Titans like to run a lot of man. How are we not running a running back into the flat just to get a backer to have to go there to open up a window somewhere? We're not doing none of that. We're just going 5 wide. Everybody run vertical. Okay, cool. I'll send 6 guys against your 5 blockers, and I'm going to get home. I'm going to get there. Look. Anybody saying blame the players, you can blame the players, but you also got to blame the people the players play for. Come on, man. Like, y'all really don't want, you know what it is? Because all y'all was so high on Josh McDaniels and so high on what this offense was going to do is that you guys can't just admit that you might have been wrong. Like, y'all don't want to admit that, so you keep trying to find other people to blame. You got to get into better looks down there. We ran the same fucking formation the whole 4th quarter with 2 minutes left. Carr just made some great throws and Hollins made some great fucking catches, period. We are not going to act like he didn't. Y'all people overhype this team. Who do you mean, y'all people? The fuck you mean by y'all people? Elaborate. I don't know what you mean. Coaches coach and players play, but coaches have to give the players good plays to execute, period. That's how it works. This is not Pop Warner where it's like, all the great players over here can beat your team. Like, no, everybody's a great player in the NFL. It's like you go to the NBA, everybody got a jump shot, motherfucker. Everybody can dunk. So it takes more than that. It's not just players play, yeah. But when you have great players on that side and great players on this side, the thing that's going to separate them is where you put them on the field. But a lot of you keyboard football players don't understand that shit. Like at this level, the thing that's going to separate wins and losses is not necessarily the players got to play. You got to put them in the right positions. G-Town, appreciate the super, definitely was skeptical about the McDaniels hire. Look, he still got time. You think we should have ran it for 2? I don't know. Everything happened so fast, man. Everything happened so fast right there. Like from the touchdown, you don't have no timeouts. That would have been a nice time to get a timeout and actually get the play you really want with all that adrenaline going and shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's just not how it worked out. I don't know what I would. I don't like to be the woulda, coulda, shoulda. In the moment, I think that when I first saw the 2-point play, I don't know if I'm going to Waller in that situation. It's real congested down the middle. You got linebackers sitting there. I think I would have just spread them out and went Devontae or Hollins at that point. If I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose with somebody who's shown that they can make a play for me. And Waller has not made a play for Carr in a minute. So, you know what I mean? Bench Renfro, you should leave. What? What are you talking about? Devin Torres, appreciate the super. Tay on the 2-point conversion. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Message retracted. Why? What happened? Oh, he ain't say nothing? He just sent 99 cents? It don't matter who you sign, bro. It's not that we have good enough players. We're not getting into the right calls, man. After the INT, why all JMD coaches like this is Madden? He has no feel for this team. Yeah, I just think he has no feel for NFL. Because I said in my video last week, he's been able to hide behind Brady and Belichick. These are greatest of all times. Derek Carr is not a greatest of all time. Our offensive line are not greatest of all time players. We don't have anybody on the defense that's the greatest of all time. So there's no more hiding now. He thinks he's going to recreate the NFL. Like, you're not going to recreate the NFL. You're not going to recreate the NFL, yo. It is a certain way you have to win in the NFL. And he has not proven he can do it. He's 11-20 as a fucking head coach. And 0-3 as our head coach. So next time I make a video about he needs to prove something, please stay out of my comments talking about anybody other than what I'm fucking talking about. Be honest, Honcho, that was a bad throw on a two-point conversion. It got fucking tipped at the line of scrimmage. I mean, what okay, it was a bad throw, and what? What do you want me to say? Like, you're going to base the outcome of the game on a two-point conversion after we had to come back from fucking 14 points? What are we talking about? Come on, yo. Like, what are we talking about? Like, you guys be asking the wrong questions. Be honest. That was a bad throw on? Like, that's the wrong question. The ball got tipped at the line of scrimmage. Be honest. Wasn't that a great fucking throw? He threw to Mac Hollins for the touchdown? Wasn't it a great fucking throw? He threw to Mac Hollins on the 4 and 15? Like, come on, yo. You're asking the wrong fucking questions. It's so funny because, like, when we lost in the playoff game, everybody said, why didn't he just throw it to Waller? Now he's throwing it to Waller, and everybody's criticizing why did he throw it to Waller. Y'all just want it both ways. Carr need to throw to who is open. Honestly, in the NFL, when you're throwing from the 2-yard line, it's hard to be open. You just give your guys a shot. You let your guys go make a play. This isn't Madden. You know what I mean? Like, on the 2-yard line, on the two-point conversion, a lot of times those guys are going to be covered. Mac Hollins was fucking covered when he threw him the touchdown. Right? A lot of guys aren't going to be fucking open. Like, they're not open like that. McDaniels has to go. I'm not saying McDaniels has to go yet. I don't believe in that. I just believe that his seat should be warmer than it was yesterday. No crossing routes. Yeah, I mean, what do you want Derek Carr to draw the plays up to? I just don't know what y'all want. I don't know what y'all want, yo. I don't know what you guys want. Like, I don't, man. I don't. It was fourth and 10, and we got to fucking delay a game because we didn't get the play in. Who do you think that's on? Wes Craven, what do you mean? Come on, Honcho. What do you mean? What do you mean? Elaborate. Because I you know what I'm saying? I'm here for all the smoke tonight. Whatever y'all want to do. Whatever y'all want to do. We need to replace Renfro with Hollins. I don't think. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I would hand the ball to Parm to run it in. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to wait for Wes Craven. I don't know what he was talking about. Like, come on, Honcho. Get rid of Carr and coaches, rebuild. Okay. Bro, Carr is trash. All right. He's trash. He's literally the only reason why we had a chance to win today. Like, the only reason we had a chance to win. Like, what are you talking about? Tell me right now in the chat. You said Derek Carr is trash. You tell me right now what part of Josh McDaniels' play calling did you like today? Obi-Wan Kenobi, appreciate the super. Parm and Mumford were solid. We should have hired Mike instead of Josh. I don't get into the fourth near goal. Where's Josh Jacobs and where Kuntz on third? I don't know where Kuntz is. I appreciate the super. The defense played good in the second half. Yeah, they did. They played good in the second half. But I mean, I don't know what y'all trying to. Carr isn't the problem, but neither the solution. I don't think Derek Carr should be put in a position to be the solution if he's not the problem. Like, does that even make fucking sense? Like, does that make sense to anybody? Like, listen to what you just said. Derek Carr is not the problem nor the solution. He shouldn't have to be the solution if he's not the problem. The solution is better fucking play calling. Solution. And then Derek Carr is part of the solution. Like, what do you want him to do? You want him to outplay bad coaching? You want him to outplay bad play calls? You want him to outplay holding on the offense? You want him to outplay 24 points given up in the first half by a defense? You want him to outplay blowing a 20-point lead by the defense last game? You want him to outplay not running the fucking football? Like, what do you want him? Like, what do you want? Like, I don't understand. Like you want Derek Carr to be so fucking good. You want him to be so fucking good. Come on, man. I blame the defense and Waller. Any motherfucker that is on DC doesn't know football. I don't want to hear. I feel you, Ahmed. I'm not mad that Derek Carr is trash. Why would I be mad that he's trash? I mean, what he eat don't make me shit. And it's not about that. It's more about, the fact that, people just get on here to just say whatever they want to say, even though they don't believe it. Like, they don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I'm guessing they're having the press conferences right now. People jumping in the press conferences. Carr didn't cost us the game, but more importantly, he didn't win us the game. Like, why? How can he just win us the game? Like, that's what I mean. There's no there's no team in the NFL where y'all guys are just like, he didn't win them the game. It's a team fucking game. It's a team. It's not basketball where it's like, yo, give me the ball, I'm about to give you 40 and win you the game. There's no job. You don't Ja Morant your way to a victory in the NFL. Like, it takes both sides. It takes special teams as well. Would you rather have Lamar Jackson and Derek Carr? I don't know if I would rather have Lamar Jackson and Derek Carr unless you told me the scenario with the rest of the team. I don't think Lamar Jackson does any different with what we have to deal with right now. If Josh McDaniels is calling bad plays, he might call bad plays with Lamar too. And right now is what I think is going on. Like, does Lamar Jackson throw that ball any different to Waller that he dropped that turned into an interception? Like, I don't know. Dwayne B, appreciate the super. This L is on Waller. Drop that led to a touchdown. I mean, interception. I agree. That was a TD. If he catches it and the field goal, bare minimum, we lost by 2. Yeah, you ain't wrong about that. How many pass interference calls were left on the field? I mean, that's part of the game. Make sure we hit them lights, yo. Make sure we hit them lights. Bad pass. Bad pass where? Where was there a bad pass? The one that Darren Waller dropped in the end zone. Where was the bad pass at? He would run for a touchdown. Well, if that's the case, then why has Big Raider, whatever the fuck your shit is, your handle, I don't never know what that is. So you're saying no, he will run for a touchdown. So Lamar Jackson has never lost a football game. In fact, I think the last time he played against Derek Carr, he fucking lost. That's what I don't understand. Is like, you think that if you think by bringing in another quarterback, then everything stays the same except the quarterback, so things change and get better. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. If it was just as easy as Lamar Jackson would run it in, well, then why don't Lamar Jackson win every game? Because it takes more than it's not just one play. Yeah, he beat Lamar Jackson in running for touchdowns. So what the fuck? He barely lost. Who barely lost? A loss is a loss. I don't have no fucking barely. We barely lost. And then people in here bitching. We barely lost. And people in here bitching. Hollywood Honcho, they keep blocking your shit. Who cares if it was 19 days ago, Hector? What the fuck are you talking about? Are you a Ravens fan or a fucking Raiders fan? Like, make your mind up. Like, motherfuckers dropped mad passes today, and you're talking about Lamar Jackson. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? You're so big on Carr, bro, but tell me, what success has he had? It's not, first of all, pause. It's not that I'm so big on Carr. It's just that I don't think Carr's as bad as people make it seem. That's understand that. I don't know if you need fucking subtitles. I don't know if you need me to speak it in another language. It's not that I'm so big on Derek Carr. It's just that I don't think he's as bad as everybody says he is. That's it. You can't argue with me that Derek Carr is not, at minimum, a top 12 quarterback in the NFL. So he's one of the best 12 quarterbacks in the NFL, and yet people want to talk up like he's bottom 5. That's all. It's not that I'm that big on Derek Carr. It's just that some people are so idiotically down on Derek Carr. That's all. I tell you what, I don't know if Mac Hollins looked this fucking good without Derek Carr. I'll tell you that much. I don't know who Darren Waller was before he was with Derek Carr. I'll tell you that much. Derek Carr got Nelson Aguilar paid. I know that much. So how fucking bad could that motherfucker be? Oh, because he hasn't had team success. That's an indictment on his personal talent, on his individual talent. Y'all dumb. Period. That doesn't make any sense. Y'all keep judging Derek Carr on his team success, right? On his team success. So because his team doesn't do well, that means Derek Carr is not good. What? What the fuck? But y'all told me Deshaun Watson was fucking good, and he ain't won shit. Now, if you want to tell me Derek Carr is not good enough to carry this organization, I don't know if I can argue with that. Because there might only be 2 quarterbacks in the NFL right now that can carry this shit. And that'd probably be Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. But if those are the only 2 people you can replace him with, then fuck. Come on now. That lets you know all you need to know about Carr. Make sure we hit them likes, y'all. Team loss, only time not on DC is if it's a win. Yeah, exactly. No. You know what's even worse than that, Laney, is when we lose, it's Derek Carr's fault. When we win, motherfuckers jump in my chat and say, we did not win that game because of Carr. We won because of the defense. And they'd be like, all right, cool. But we never lost because of the defense. We've only lost because of Derek Carr. Like, come on, bro. Like, that shit is stupid. Like, y'all don't even make no sense. Get Lamar Jackson because he would have ran it in for that touchdown. Because Darren Waller dropped the pass. We have to get a quarterback who would have just ran it instead. Do you know how dumb that sounds? You know how dumb that sounds. So is Derek Carr a superstar quarterback? No, he's not a superstar quarterback. But do you need a superstar quarterback to win a game in the NFL? No, you fucking don't, because Ryan Tannehill is not a superstar quarterback. I hate to break it to you. Okay? I just saw Joe Flacco win a game last week against the Browns. He is not a superstar quarterback. Hate to break it to you. Come on, man. So what are we talking about? Is he a superstar quarterback? How many superstar quarterbacks is there in the NFL? Like, what are you talking about? Nah, because Lamar threw 4 TDs in one game. I've seen Derek Carr throw 5 TDs in one game. So what the fuck are you talking about? Like, y'all gotta stop, yo. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop, bro. You need a superstar quarterback to win a Super Bowl, bro. Really? Then how'd Joe Flacco get one? How'd Nick Foles win one for the Eagles? I don't know. So you mean to tell me that so Patrick Mahomes is a superstar quarterback and he lost a Super Bowl? Okay, all right. Josh Allen is a superstar quarterback, right? He didn't win a Super Bowl yet. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Eli Manning has 2 Super Bowl rings. He wasn't a superstar quarterback. Like, y'all just be saying shit that's just, like, sound good to your friends because you probably hang around people with same IQ and, like, they'll be like, you know what? You got a point there. Like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Bandwagon fans blame Carr. Yeah, absolutely, Christopher. Appreciate the super. I appreciate the super. Carr is the only one that gets judged. I don't know why, man, because people done drew their line in the sand already and they picked a side. That's the only, because, look, the thing is that your people are so emotional. People are so emotional. And when people get emotional, they want to blame something that they know gives them the like validation of their emotions, right? So at the end of the day, you're emotional that we lost. And just by bringing up Carr, that'll validate it because like there's going to be somebody that agrees with you. Whether they're right or wrong, they're going to agree with you. Like, come on, man. RW, I mean, I'm disappointed that the Raiders lost. I wouldn't say I'm big tight. Don't get it twisted for me arguing with somebody that's stupid to mean my overall feelings towards everything else. I mean, I'd rather be big tight that my team lost and making money on my phone than be the guy on the other end of the phone typing to him. Like, come on. Like, what are we talking about? I'm just trying to do my job, bro. Like, speak on what I saw in the game, and instead I got to argue with people that just want to argue. Like, that shit is stupid. Do we start thinking about the draft? Nah, hell no. Gideon, appreciate the super. Joshy, Mickey D's needs to take a look at his play calling the last 3 games. Yeah, I agree. Lil Honcho straight. Yo, Lil Honcho, say what's up. Got his hair looking crazy. What's up? Yeah, Lil Honcho's doing great. Penalties, play calling, drop passes are killing us. I see this team actually starting to gel. I don't buy into this statistic. 0-3 won't make the playoffs. We have a bunch of talent. I agree. We have a lot of talent. And I will say, I mean, you can't worry about a mid-season collapse if you ain't got nowhere to collapse to. So last few years we always had to worry about the team collapsing. Now we ain't even getting no dubs. Carr played great. We should have had 4 TDs or so. Yeah, but we didn't. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Carr had some bad throws. Yeah, I'm not even going to read the rest of that. He did have some bad throws. But the defense had some missed tackles, some missed coverages. Like this, like my issue is that there could be there's 3 phases to a game, right? You got offense, defense, and special teams. Unless all 3 phases are perfect, then why do we just take the other ones off the table to talk about one phase? That's what I don't understand is like the defense didn't play great in the first half. They gave up 24 points in one half, right? They played well in the second half. That's true. The offense didn't play great, right? But that doesn't take away from the fact that the defense didn't play great either in the first half. It's like y'all just want to substitute the blame game. Like it doesn't. Josh McDaniels has been calling bad offense since game 1. Because when we kicked that first field goal, why the fuck was he running a reverse with Devontae Adams that lost us 4 fucking yards? Devontae Adams is the wide receiver. If you want to run the ball, use the running back. That's averaging 4 yards a carry. You see what I'm saying? Second half don't mean more than the first half. Second half don't mean more than the first half if you get into a hole like you did in the first half. Like, what are you talking about? You gave up 24 points in the first half. You didn't give up any more points, and then we lost by 2. So maybe if you had only given up 21 points in the first half, we win. Max got money too, so why does he never get blamed? I mean, I'm not into blaming one person, in my opinion. I'm not into blaming one person. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think Max doesn't get blamed because win, lose, or draw, you know Max is leaving everything he got on the field. All right. It's going to be hard to fix the run defense when you don't have any interior defensive linemen that can make plays in there right now. But that's what I mean by play calling is that like you ran a double pass, you pitched it to Jacobs, threw it to Carr threw it to Adams. Like, why are you designing a double pass to get 17 yards? Like, just throw it, like, come on, like that, you know what I'm saying? Too resilient, appreciate the super tough loss, but on to the next. We are not the only ones to take an L in the division so far today. Other than that, keep talking facts. Honcho, appreciate you, man. Appreciate the super as well. I mean, it is on to the next, but, you know, I got to sit with these losses for a couple days because I gotta pump out content. You feel me? Yo, son trying his best to try to get under my skin, which is just mad. Like grow up, man. That shit is crazy. I'm in here to try to talk about X's and O's and you know what I'm saying, acting all wild. Our red zone issues are still killing. We had this. Yeah, I agree. Troy, appreciate the super. I agree. I think that our red zone issues have more to do with the looks we're getting. Right? I think it's the looks we're getting. I think a lot of people don't realize that pre-snap alignment goes a long way into post-snap execution. And I just don't think we're getting the line pre-snap the way we need to, in my opinion. I don't think we're getting into the right looks. I don't see enough motions to determine are they in man or they in zone. I don't see enough shifts. Like, remember when our offense used to come out and shift and now the defense had to adjust to what we're doing? We're not making the defense adjust to anything. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like we're not getting into the right looks offensively. And I don't know if Josh McDaniels made any adjustments to what the Titans was doing. I think Carr just outplayed some of the bad play calls. I think Hollins made some great catches. I think Carr being able to check it down to Jacobs and Foster Moreau really helped us today. I think Derek Carr actually outplayed some of the bad calls. I really do. We wasted that interception. I agree, yo. I really thought we needed to get a touchdown there. You see us getting back on track. AJ, I don't know. I don't know what back. I don't know if you can say back on track. We've never been on track. I think that this right now is probably looking like a 8-9 type of team right now. The fact that we went to the playoffs last year with a special teams coordinator, man, and now we brought in such a guru, an offensive guy, and our offense looks like shit. It's just, you know what I mean, too much. Honcho, we hired the wrong McDaniels. Miami balling. Miami is balling, but Miami had a really good team last year. Waller got Butterfingers. I'm gonna tell you what happened to Waller. Waller got his shit pushed back. A few plays before that, when Carr threw him that pass in traffic and he got hit. And I think what happened was, and this, I'm gonna put my cape on and try to make an excuse for Waller here, is I think Waller tried to catch the ball and get down at the same time. I think that's what happened. I think the ball, it's not like the ball was super high. I think Waller was here. He tried to catch it and get down and fall in the end zone. He got to just take that hit, man. Public enemy number 1. You played yourself. Congratulations. What? Last year was a fluke? Nah. Julian, appreciate the super. Carr wins, and it's on the defense. Receiver drops. An open ball, and it's on Carr. Y'all are blind-eyed when Carr plays well. McDaniel was holding us back. I agree to the point of, you know, when we lose, it's on Carr. When we win, it's never because of Carr. I mean, it just is the way it is. I mean, it is what it is. Make sure we hit them likes, yo. Quentin, 5 running backs for what if we ain't going to run it? Exactly. Gideon, appreciate the super. We should have played these guys throughout the preseason, using the best wide receiver in the league to run out of the backfield and trick pass back and forth plays is not working. I agree. That's what I'm saying. So when people like to me, that's a bigger play. And I know this might sound crazy, but that's a bigger play than the Waller drop that he tried to catch one-handed. Because we were rolling. We just got a first down, and now we're in 2nd and 14 because you want to run a reverse with Devontae. Devontae Adams is not the guy. Like, why? Why are we running a reverse there? Daniel, appreciate the super. What do you think Mark Davis is telling Josh McDaniels right now? They're in a meeting right now. I think he's telling him what he needs to tell him. Like, look, we didn't bring you in here to do this. And you ain't going to be here much longer. Damn, Big Raider Drox. Is it Big Raider Drox? Is that your name? Why? Like, I don't understand. Why you have Raiders in your name if you just hating on it? Keelan Cole, I never was a big fan of him. Can you see us making a coaching change this early? Not this early. I think you would go one more game. No, but the same thing you did last week. Or against the Chargers, you had him trying to throw the ball. You had a reverse to Devontae to try to throw the ball. It was just stupid. Just stupid. Adams isn't being used. I think you meant properly. I don't know, man. I think Derek Carr and Adams just want to win. I don't think they're really worried about. I think Adams has a touchdown in every game this year. He's not going to catch all the passes. We don't have the offense to be able to do that until Waller plays well and Renfro comes back and plays well, because they can just bracket. They're double teaming Devontae a lot of times. Carr played decent. You're a fucking hater. I'm not reading the rest of your shit. Like, decent. How the fuck was that decent? Can you look at Derek Carr for me real quick? Show me his stats. Like, what do you mean he played decent?
I'll show you on fantasy.
Like, we getting Herm Edwards. You played I love Herm Edwards. But him and Carr, I don't think we get along. Josh McDaniels is one and done if this team flops. Yeah, I can see that. I just don't like the play calling. Make sure we hit them likes. Also, make sure you hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, man. Follow me. They both at Raider Honcho. Carr wasn't accurate today. How the fuck can you say he wasn't accurate today when they drop passes? So even if he was accurate with it doesn't like that's what I'm saying is like. It's literally like going into the basketball court with no rim and saying you didn't make a shot. Like, what? It wouldn't even have mattered. There's no fucking rim. Like, he throwing the ball and hitting receivers in the hands. Carr's accuracy is falling because he's pushing the ball downfield more. When he had high accuracy and was dumping it down, y'all shitted on him for dumping it down and being a check down Charlie. Now he's not throwing as accurate because he's pushing the ball, being more aggressive, and you guys are still bitching. I'm telling you right now, if you go to your local Stop and Shop or Publix or ShopRite or Food Town, go get you some of that good Hawaiian bread and then go outside and get a fucking brick and eat it. What's up?
Carr had 303, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception.
So Derek Carr was 26 of 44, 303, 2 touchdowns, and a pick that should have been a touchdown, and he converted fourth down twice. And put us in position to win the football game, and you're going to try to talk about he had a decent game. A decent game? We were down 24-10. He had a decent game. Derek Carr played well enough to win the game. Carr don't want to win, you can tell.
So what's the point of playing?
What do y'all... I need to know what the hell y'all be smoking to make sure we stay far away from that shit. Because, yo, whatever they smoking, yo, we got to stay far away from that shit. I don't even want to get no secondhand contact. Y'all is dumb.
I was like 38 contact.
1 for 12 on third down, I think. So 1 for 12 on third down, like 1 for 12 on third down.
That's cap.
I know, but I don't think that's all on. I don't think that's all on Derek Carr.
What? He said 1 for 12.
Like, I don't think that's all on Derek Carr being 1 for 12 on third down. Like, Derek Carr was 1 for 12 throwing the ball on third down. Josh Jacobs was averaging 5.1 yards a carry. Why didn't he get the ball more? He got the ball 13 times. Why didn't he get the ball more? But yeah, you're worrying about Derek Carr's accuracy. Like, y'all gotta do better. Y'all gotta do better, yo. Y'all gotta do better. How many missed tackles? Bro, you need to just put that ball. The Raiders were 1 for 12 on third down. And 3 for 3 on fourth down. So, I mean, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? The team is a reflection of the head coach. I agree. To take on the team's persona. G-Town, appreciate the super. Last week was pretty, indicative. Is that a word? Indicative is what you mean? Oh, yeah, indicative. There it is. Indicative of how this season is going to go up 20-0 and then lose. I blame this on 3 Sterling McDaniels. I think a lot of people blame it on McDaniels. I think it go both ways. I think it goes both ways. I think you can blame, McDaniels. I think if you take it apart, it's 100%. I think 75% is on McDaniels. I think you can go 20% is on, they go 20% on defensive coordinator, and I think you go the rest on Carr. You think we should bench Jones for Kuntz? I don't know. Rockin' steady, you a wild boy. Carr usually does better after a second or third year in a new system. No, stop. People are dropping fucking passes. People dropping passes. The greatest common denominator. You want to say the greatest common denominator is... the greatest common denominator is you're going to try to say is Derek Carr. Okay. So when, I mean, I don't understand. I just don't believe in that. I just think that although Derek Carr doesn't have a great record and Derek Carr isn't a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, I just think that you can look at his lack of success and you can see why. Like, I don't think it's that hard. Like, yeah, people dropping low passes, high passes, late passes. All right, since you want to have a remedial thought process, if the ball touches your hands, you should catch it. You're in the NFL, bro. If the ball touches your hands, you should catch it. And we're watching the game. Even the announcers are saying Devontae Adams usually makes that catch on the sideline where he taps his toes. Waller usually catches the pass that's right here. Waller looked like he was dogging it on the one where he was supposed to catch it one-handed. Like you got to stop, bro. You got to stop, Clyde. Like, you're trying to create some type of narrative that doesn't exist within here. Maybe on another chat. You're in the NFL, deliver the ball. If it touches your hands, catch the fucking ball. It's been delivered. Like we're not gonna do that. Like we're not gonna do the whole throw a better pass. He couldn't have thrown a better pass to Darren Waller that hit him in both his hands that he dropped and then got intercepted. Come on, yo, stop it. Stop. What was late? So the ball hit him in his hands, did it not? Did it not hit him in his hands, Clyde? Did the ball not hit him in his hands though, Clyde? Nah, no, you know better. You know better. You talking to one that do know, but you need to know better. Did the ball not hit him in his hands? The ball that he dropped in the end zone that ended up being an interception, did the ball not hit him in his hands? If you go late, it's got to be low. Bro, I don't know what quarterback guru told you that. If the ball hits you in your hands, you got to catch it. Like, we're going cliche for cliche. What are you talking about? Touch both your hands. The problem is he didn't want to get hit. DC should run down the field and hand it. Troy, appreciate Super. No matter whose fault. Do you see playoffs? Not at this point. We could easily be 3-0 with these close games, but the bottom line is we're 0-3. That's coaching. I mean, look, we are what we are. We are what our record says. Should have been a low ball, but did the ball hit him in the hands? Like, I don't know. I don't know if you got the volume off. Did the ball hit him in the hands? Yes or no? Like, what are we talking about? Did the ball? It's gotta be low. Did the ball hit him in the hands? Y'all crazy, yo. Y'all crazy. If it was a low ball, would have been in his hands and still dropped. That's what I'm saying. Like, if he would have threw it low and he didn't catch it, it would have been like, you got to throw it at his chest. If it's got to be at his chest. Did the ball hit him in his hands? Yes or no, Clyde? Come on, Clyde. Clyde. Come on, Clyde. Clyde probably a quarterback coach from UCLA or some shit. Not Hollywood Honcho. They just don't allow you to disrespect nobody for no reason. Clyde, I don't know if you lying. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He dropped the pass. Yes or no? Nobody can, like, what are you talking? It hit him in both his hands. Come on, Clyde. Like, I don't understand. Regardless from that drop, we punted from the 41. Yeah, we don't talk about that. We had them on the 2-yard line, and somehow they went all the way past midfield. Clyde. You missed a comment before, bro. Clyde, I'm talking to you right now, Clyde. Tell me right now, did he drop the ball, Clyde? They don't like your delivery? Well, I mean, do better. Clyde, tell me, did he drop the ball? What do you mean it's got to be low? He's freaking 6'6". It's got to be low. Clyde. Come on, Clyde. You're doing a lot, Clyde. Clyde probably in somebody else's chat listening to what they saying and coming back and telling me what he should have did. Oh, Clyde. So what's the Derek Carr excuse this week? Well, you came in here and mentioned his name, so that's on you. I mean, you tell me what the Derek Carr excuse is. I don't need to talk about Derek Carr. I think you guys feel better when we talk about Derek Carr. You always come in here talking about him. Clyde. Where did he come back? Clyde, where you at, Clyde?
He did. He answered.
What he said? Did he drop it?
He did, but if your quarterback set you up to get slow, just a few plays before and the ball is late, high on the GL, what are you supposed to do?
Clyde, if the ball touches your hand, you're supposed to fucking catch it. It's very simple. Either man up or get off the field. Period. I coach football. Okay, I play quarterback. Okay? If I throw you the fucking ball that touches your hands, catch it. Period. Game is on the line. Catch it. Oh, it could have been here. It could have. You sound like you're coulda, woulda, coulda, Clyde. That's your name. Stop telling me I know better, bro. You don't fucking know me. Fuck you mean I know better? Clyde, he dropped the pass. It hit him in both his hands. Like, this ain't baseball where the catcher says, hey, throw it low. Oh, you threw it high. It hit both your hands, bro. You're an NFL tight end who just got paid good money, Clyde. Yeah, what about the one Cole dropped that hit him in his face mask? That one's supposed to be low too, huh, Clyde? Come on, ain't no goddamn strike zone in the NFL. If the ball hit him in both his hands, he got to catch it. Next, let's move on, Clyde. What else you got? Oh, now it's the D. Oh, okay. Oh, so you don't like DC. That's what it is. You don't like Derek Carr, so you're gonna have to try to find a way to, you know what I'm saying? Like, say something. Come on, Clyde. Coulda, woulda, coulda, Clyde. That's your new name. That's your new name. The team is causing turmoil within the nation. This ain't no turmoil. This is regular for me. Clyde looking for a strike call. Like, he's saying Derek Carr threw a ball. Now, we're not going to disrespect Clyde, call him a clown. We don't know him. I don't know him, so I'm not going to call him no clown. But to get in this chat and act like Darren Waller dropped that ball because it should have been low, that's just dumb. That's just dumb. That's just dumb. And I'll die on that hill. I'll die on that hill. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I do, man. I was born for this shit. Like, anybody that knows me would tell me, you just love arguing. You goddamn right I do. I love being right, too. And Clyde, you wrong on this one, Playboy. People take their disdain for Derek Carr and they will manipulate the game that they're watching to fit the narrative of why they can blame Carr this week. That's the crazy part. I agree with you. If you're a professional receiver in the NFL and one of the best tight ends in the NFL, you got to catch that ball. Yeah, we're not going to argue that was a bad ball, man. That was not a bad ball. I bet you Mark Andrews would caught that shit.
Oh, he would have.
Honcho, tell me it's going to be all right. I can't tell you it's going to be all right. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be all right. And depending on what all right is to you, stop doing that. I don't know what all right is to you. Ask Clyde. Clyde seems to have all the answers on what things should have, could have been. So, it was a bad decision. Clyde, I can give you the link to other content creators that might entertain that opinion that you have or that notion that was a bad decision. It's not going to happen here. It's not going to happen here, Clyde. It's not going to happen here. Like, it's not going to happen here. Okay? Like, I'm a very reasonable person. I'm educated. I know the difference between up and down, right and left. Like, we're not going to sit here and say it was a bad decision to throw the ball to Darren Waller that hit both of his hands, that got deflected and turned into an interception. We're not going to say that because I don't think you would have that same energy if he caught it. I don't think you would have Clyde, come on, Clyde. Come on. Clyde. If he had caught the ball, you would not be in my chat talking about it was a bad decision. If he had caught the ball, Clyde, you wouldn't be in the chat talking about it was late, it had to be low. You wouldn't be in my chat talking like that. So do me a favor. Don't be in my chat talking like that. I got like 10 more minutes, man. I'm getting up out of here. Clyde just sound like somebody that was born a grown-up. Like he was just born a grown-up. Like he sound like he's grown already. Like, Clyde, how you was ever a kid, Clyde? That shit sound old. Penalties, drops, and first half defense is this loss. I mean, I guess you're saying the blame. Tartan Raider, after 3 games, it's all on McDaniels. It's not all on McDaniels. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Like, I'm not going to say it's all on McDaniels. I think the players need to play a little better in spots as well. Let's talk about the positives. The positives is we get to watch the Raiders play again next week, and it starts all over for us. You know, you get the optimism, you get the chance to win another game, and you get the chance to see your favorite team play. I mean, those are the positives. Look, Clyde mad now. Come on, Clyde. Clyde mad. He gonna go to another chat and tell him that I'm caping for Carr and just because I disagree with him. Thank you. Peace, bro. That shit sound that shit sound like he's feeling peace, bro. Peace out, goddamn Clyde. Shit, don't worry about it, Clyde. Huge cape, bro. What? What? What we talking about? Huge cape. What cape, man? We get to draft a mobile quarterback. Go ahead, draft a mobile quarterback. Go ahead, get Terrell Pryor 2.0. Go get Terrell Pryor 2.0. See how many games you win. Go ahead. Motherfucker said that if you throw it late, it has to be low. Where? Like, so is that on a slant? Is that on an out? Is that on a fade? So if I throw the fade route late, it should be a low pass. If I throw the slant late, it should be low. Like, what do we like? I don't understand. On every ball, every pass that you ever throw, if it's late, it has to be low. I don't know, man. I don't know. I play quarterback. I've coached quarterbacks. I don't know. That's a different one for me. I think if the ball touches you on both your hands, not just one. If it touches you on both your hands, you got to make that catch. Play calling is trash. I agree, Tari. We need Merrick back. Teamer not doing his job. Teamer doesn't know how to, It's a tough, today was a tough game for safeties, though, because you got to worry about, Derrick Henry. Mac Hollins looked good. Mac Hollins looked like a dog. I picked him up in fantasy. I knew he was going to have a good day. I'm not going to say Teamer's whack. I mean, he's not a starting caliber safety in the NFL, but he's not. He's filling in for somebody, so. I don't trust the Raiders drafting Raider Chubbs. I mean, I don't know, man. It is what it is. I'm not thinking about draft right now. How many games do you honestly think we're going to win after seeing the play calling? I think this team is still an 8-9 win team. I mean, we're going to win some games that we shouldn't win. We've lost games we shouldn't have lost. So it's just that's how it works. We're going to win some games that we shouldn't win. Adams need 8-10 targets. McDaniels not getting him involved. Where's Kuntz? I have no idea what's up with Kuntz. Defensive play calling is trash. They definitely went into the game with the wrong game plan, but then I think they made some adjustments. They played well in the second half. Yo, Cowboys fan, I used to feel the same about Romo when he had a good defense. I always thought Romo was a good quarterback. All the Derek Carr haters remember we ain't got a first-round pick, so we stuck with him. Fucking Clyde. Clyde ain't coming back. Clyde gonna go have somebody pat him on his back, tell him it's gonna be okay, give him some warm milk in a blanket. We might be 1-4 at the bye, so yeah, maybe. Has Derek Carr ever done anything for the Raiders? I tell you what, Derek Carr is the only reason the Raiders have been relevant since he's been in the league. Derek Carr is the only reason why the Raiders fans have thought we can go to playoffs and go to Super Bowls is because we have Derek Carr. So at the same time as you want to hate Derek Carr, having Derek Carr is what made you guys believe that we have a chance. There's no other reason we've had a chance. All right, everybody, Khalil Mack, that defense in 2016 was ranked 20th. We went 4-12 with Khalil Mack. So when you think about it, us being relevant is because of Derek Carr. So when you say, what has Derek Carr done? Derek Carr has got us to the playoffs twice in 8 years. This will be his 9th year. And I think we all agree that if he didn't get hurt in 2016, who knows? Because then he came back in 2017, right? It was a different Derek Carr. 2018, I think he broke a few bones in his back. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're thinking statistically, Derek Carr has broken almost every single franchise record as any quarterback has ever had for the Raiders. So individually, Derek Carr has shown us he's a quality quarterback. Now, what his teams have done with him, nothing. But I don't see how team losses can be so much on Derek Carr when Derek Carr seems to be having multiple different teams, right? So it's almost like the fact that we're still relevant is because of Derek Carr. Derek Carr sucks. Damn, I don't know how you could say Derek Carr sucks when you have a team like the Jets that win games with Joe Flacco. So Derek Carr sucking is not I don't think that's the answer. It's just easy for y'all to say that because y'all don't have the mental capacity to dig deeper than that. Like, you don't, yo. And that's no disrespect to anybody, but like, it's like apples and oranges. Like, some people are just, and it's not because you're stupid in real life. Like, it's not you're stupid, but you're uneducated in terms of how football works. Ahmed, appreciate the super, man. Also, Mac has not played well since week 1. Edgar, appreciate the super. Not having Denzel hurt us too this game. Yeah, that's defensively, but offensively, play calling still sus. But I just think that, football IQ would tell you that as many coaches as Derek Carr has had, the fact that they haven't gotten rid of Derek Carr would let me know that NFL coaches don't think Derek Carr is trash. Clyde probably does, but I don't think Clyde is the NFL coach, right? So he's had all these different coaches, all these different coordinators. All the coordinators tell you the same thing. I've never seen an offensive coordinator leave the Raiders and say, yeah, Derek Carr just wasn't it. Nobody has anything bad to say about Derek Carr outside of the fact that, hey, if you hit him enough times, it's a different quarterback. Well, I hate to break it to you, most quarterbacks are. So what, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think Derek Carr has all the stats except wins, okay? And in every other sport, people that have all the stats and all the records seem to still be looked at as good players. Like, Chris Paul hasn't won shit, but everybody still knows Chris Paul is a great player. He's never won anything. He actually lost a game 7 by like 40 points at home. But right, every other sport we'll see, like Aaron Judge didn't need to win a World Series for people to know Aaron Judge was good. Nobody counts the team success versus those players, right? John Morant don't ever have to win an NBA game, but everybody knows John Morant is good. But yet Derek Carr is not good because his team doesn't win. It doesn't work like that. He doesn't even play defense. Come on, yo. And I'm not trying to tell you that Derek Carr is the greatest quarterback. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, even if you have Derek Carr ranked at 14 or 15, right? That's middle of the pack. Let's say you think Derek Carr is 15 out of the NFL. He's still one of the 15 best quarterbacks in the fucking world. In the world. Right? Like, so you're trying to tell me, you'll say Derek Carr needs everything to be perfect for him to win. But no, you guys want to go get a perfect quarterback to win. How does that fucking work? How does that fucking work? John Stockton didn't win a championship. Great point guard. Like, I don't understand. Like it's just crazy that everything that Derek Carr can do doesn't matter if he doesn't win. But it's not him winning. This is not fucking tennis. This is not golf. Like, he's out there with a team that plays special teams and defense. So you can't say he has all the stats but don't have wins. Well, the fact that he has stats in the NFL going against NFL teams show you that he belongs as the NFL fucking quarterback. Jameis Winston don't got those fucking stats. So there's a difference between trash and Derek Carr. There's a fucking difference. They wanted Malik Willis. Fuck Malik Willis. It's never the defense needs to improve. No, the defense don't never need to improve. Defense could just always give up 24 points, 30 points. It ain't gonna fucking matter. It don't matter. We talk about Waller with no effort. No, we can't because Clyde told me that it was a bad pass to Waller that hit him in both his hands. So go fuck with Clyde. Go talk to Clyde about that. How many points did we score in the second half? How many points did defense allow? Defense didn't allow any points in the second half. But don't talk to me about that because I said the defense played well in the second half. But, I mean, the defense also gave up 3 drives in the first half of 75, 74, and 80 or some shit like that. They gave up 3 drives of almost 80 yards and touchdowns. That's not good. Now, you could say, oh, it's about the second half, but the first half counts too now. First half counts too. Because if it was all about the second half, it was only about the second half, then y'all would have blamed the defense for giving up a 20-point lead in the second half of last week's game. But you did it. You did it. You did it. Defense stepped up second half. I like the way they played. Yeah, I thought they played well in the second half. I don't think anybody that's here knows that I've said that multiple times. Lamar Jackson, anyone? I don't think Lamar Jackson would have made a difference with Darren Waller dropping that pass. And until Lamar Jackson goes, 17-0 and wins a Super Bowl, then let's not act like just the quarterback is going to change anything right now. Because he loses games too. Never been a defensive team. It's all about offense. Starts with Carr. That's stupid. That's stupid because defense actually literally wins championships. So you're not gonna just say, well, if we score more points, then we would win more games. Yeah, that's true. But you still have to score more than the defense. So it's important for the defense not to give up that many points. Like, it goes hand in hand. And that's what I mean about y'all football IQ. Y'all just watch football. That's cute. It's cool. Some people actually get paid to coach it and live in it every day, and you learn certain nuances about the game that you might not know if you just watch it on NFL Ticket or just watch it on CBS or NBC. It's no disrespect to anybody. There's no disrespect. Just like we all go play basketball at the court, right? We go play basketball, but you don't realize that actual basketball teams have plays and they have pin downs and wide pin downs and short pin. Like there's certain things that NBA lingo would be that we don't really know because we just play outside. Football is the same way. Some of y'all think y'all know football because you watch a lot of it. There's certain things you only learn from football by being involved in it. And a lot of y'all are not involved in football. So don't talk to me about it starts with the offense, it starts with Carr when defense wins championships. Like that's never changed. Because if I can't stop a team, I'm not going to beat them. So that's just stupid. Yo, Book, appreciate the super. I don't think half of these cats were Raiders fans before Carr got drafted. They can win with him. Team got a lot of other issues. I agree. Every Super Bowl team has had a good quarterback, and Derek Carr's a good quarterback. Charm City, what's up with it? I mean, Derek Carr's a good quarterback. Clyde said, all right, peace out, bro. Like, Russell Wilson doesn't win those Super Bowls without that defense, period. The coaching staff and players need to be held accountable. I agree. But you guys only hold one person accountable. That's the problem. We're only holding one person accountable. Nick Foles won a Super Bowl, guys, against the Patriots. Because the Eagles' defense, right? Like, what are we talking about? Like, Nick Foles the backup quarterback won a Super Bowl. I've seen Matt Hasselbeck playing a fucking playoff game with like a team that was 7-9. Stop. Carr wasn't perfect. Waller dropped 2 tuds. But then that's all we need to know. Carr's never going to be perfect. But the fact that you think Carr has to be perfect for us to win a game lets you know that the team can't be that fucking good. Because every other quarterback in the NFL is allowed to make mistakes and still win. The Eagles beat Detroit the other night and didn't score not one fucking point in the second half, and they still won by damn near how many points? They didn't score 1 point in the second half. Carr, to say Carr wasn't perfect just lets me know that you're a sideline hater. Because it's like I have to mention that he had flaws. We already know he had flaws. Like, that's so crazy. Oh, the team is good. Derek Carr ain't perfect. Like, what? Like, who is perfect on the Raiders? So why mention Derek Carr is not perfect? Devontae Adams wasn't perfect because he should have caught that pass and toe touch like he normally does. But it's okay for him not to be perfect. It's okay. Just Derek Carr has to be perfect. And he doesn't know anything about winning. He is a Westbrook fan. Oh shit, that's rough. Can you do a breakdown on the after game interview with Carr and whoever else? I mean, I can, but I got shit I gotta do. Brad Johnson smoked the Raiders when we had Rich Gannon. Who had the better quarterback? Rich Gannon actually ran MVP that year and got smoked he threw 4 or 5 picks in that fucking game because of the defense. Stop playing with me, yo. Like I said, some of y'all just don't know shit about football. There's no disrespect because you didn't put yourself in a position to know shit about football. But some of y'all, y'all need to learn what's going on, yo. Some of y'all don't even know basic, like, football lingo or how things actually work in football. And you stay arguing with football people. Like, it just doesn't make no sense, yo. Doesn't make no sense. No fool. The defense of the Ravens beat the Raiders. What? He must be talking to somebody else. Bill Callahan sold the Super Bowl, though, respectfully. I play tough, agility, speed, yard after catch, hands is a 10. I don't know what that means. I mean, it's just incredible, man. I know fans are tired of it. I get it. I know fans are running out of patience. I get it. I know fans are sick to their stomach about Raiders football. I get it. But just because you're emotional doesn't give you a pass on speaking of shit you don't know nothing about. Like, and if you want to just be emotional, just say, like, yo, I'm just pissed off we lost. Like, tell me what's going on. All right, well, I'm good with that. But just to be pissed off and be emotional and come in here and just say it's one person's fault, that just is stupid. It's just stupid. It really is. Denver Donkey, smell blood. Appreciate the super, Christopher. We had a coach last year that got us into the playoffs, but Mark Davis wanted to go big shot. Yeah, that's a fact, Valerie. Yo, I'm pissed off with 0-3. I am too. And if people just came in the chat and said, yo, I'm pissed off with 0-3, I think the conversations will be healthier. But when you want to come in the chat and just be like, ha ha, Carr sucks, he's trash, he's this and that, and it's like, all right, bro, like, come on. And Carr didn't have a top defense last year. They actually were ranked, like, really bad. I think Josh McDaniels is overthinking the situation at times, and I think he's trying to be too smart, and he's outsmarting himself. Although football is not easy, it's not overly complicated. Like, it's simplistic, meaning less is more, right? So, like, I'm not saying it's easy, right? Because something could be simple, like driving a car is simple, but it might not be easy for everybody, right? Like, shit is simple, and I think he's making it too complicated. Waller dropped 3 touchdowns with one right in his face. Yeah, Marcus, I appreciate the super, but Clyde told me that ball should have been lower. Mark Davis just had a talk with Josh. What you think? Raider Andy. I don't have nothing to think. I don't know. I don't think anything. I'm not one of those people that think without any type of information. Like, he had a meeting with Josh. Yeah, because Josh probably... Wait. He had a meeting with who? You say Josh Jacobs? Oh, I was thinking Josh Jacobs. Oh, you mean Josh McDaniels? Okay, Raider Andy. I think he's probably telling him this ain't it. This ain't it. I mean, I don't think Mark Davis would fire him at this point, because then it would just be a complete clown show. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that would happen right now. But I think he has to tell him, look, you need to figure this shit out right now. The defense last year was not top 15. Whoever said that, Laney, is absolutely lying. They were bottom of the barrel defense. We had a top defense last season. We haven't had a top defense in years. We haven't had a top defense since Derek Carr was in the NFL. Now, you guys would call top 20 a top defense, but won't call Derek Carr a top quarterback, even though you'll rank him higher than 20. Y'all dumb. The ones who say that. Not everybody. We were ranked 26th last year. We were ranked 26th last year, and you'll say that's a top defense, but rank Derek Carr 13 and say he's not a top quarterback. Just make it make sense. If it makes sense, I'll accept it. I'm about to get up out of here, man. We're about to hit the 80-minute mark. Make sure y'all hit them likes, yo. Hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, man. Both at Raider Honcho. This is a sad day. It's a sad day for Raiders fans, yo, because going into the season, knowing you were going to get Waller back, knowing you were going to get Renfro back, knowing you were going to get Devontae Adams, knowing that you were getting a new defensive coordinator, I feel like they told us everything we wanted to hear, but didn't do the things we needed to do. And now you got rotations of linemen. You got no interior defensive line. It almost feels like the Raiders are just trying to survive this season to make more moves next year with more money with the cap and stuff like that. So I don't really know what to tell you guys, man. All I can do is just tell you my opinion on the stuff I've seen. I try to keep everything factual, not emotional. But yeah, some things got to change, or it's gonna be a really long season for us, and not in a good way. I mean, I like a long season because I love watching the Raiders play, and even today I loved watching that game. But it's just too many times I'm scratching my head and not knowing. Like when you see that screen pass on 3rd and long, it's like, why not just throw the screen pass on 2nd down? Like I'm a defensive coordinator, so I'm looking at things like it's a little predictable at times. But look, at the end of the day, a lot of our wounds are self-inflicted, so that means we can improve. It's not like we're just being outclassed and out-talented and out-schemed. I think that Josh McDaniels just needs to do a better job of getting us in the right formations and the right alignments and the right looks to go against the defenses we're seeing. Derek Carr doesn't look confused to me. Derek Carr looks uncomfortable to me, but I think that's also because he's trying too hard to do exactly what Josh McDaniels says. He needs to stop doing that. He needs to nut up, and he needs to fucking put this team on his back, because that's what he did the last 2 minutes of that game, and it gave us a really good chance to win. So I think that's the best version of the Raiders is Derek Carr taking the team and putting it on his back and making big time throws. I mean, it was 4th and 15, and instead of trying to get 15, he took a shot downfield for 50 plus yards. You know what I'm saying? John, appreciate you. Absolutely factual over emotional, man. That's just what it is, yo. So I appreciate everybody that stopped by, everybody that's super, everybody that donated. Make sure follow me on Instagram and Twitter, both at Raider Honcho. And yeah, I gotta get some content out this week. But yeah, man, it's good. This is a tough one, man. Going 0-3 is never what I thought it was gonna be. I didn't think we would beat the Chargers game 1, but I definitely thought we would beat the Titans, and I definitely thought we would beat the Cardinals. So yeah, we're a little off track for me. And, hopefully we can turn it around, man. Hopefully we can turn it around. It's not over yet. You know what I'm saying? It's over if you thought we were going to go undefeated. Yeah, you thought we were going to win 15 games. Yeah, it's over for that shit. But at the end of the day, it looks like the AFC West is going to be a bloodbath. And, 9-8, 10-7 might be enough to get you in. I mean, a lot of teams in the AFC are struggling right now. Not just the AFC West. So if we just play better ball and do what we're supposed to do, we might be all right. All right, so with that being said, as always,